Welcome to our Database Design Development Unit. In this lesson, we will look at analysis. Our learning intentions for this lesson are as follows. We will learn what end user requirements are in relation to developing a database solution, and we'll also learn what functional requirements are. As always, we have some success criteria. For today's lesson, it is as follows. We will be able to state what an end user requirement is. We'll also be able to state what a functional requirement is. We will be able to identify end user requirements and functional requirements from a given database development scenario. The analysis stage has a distinct purpose. One of the things we'll do at the analysis stage is to identify the end user requirements. The end users are the people who are going to use the database, and their requirements are the tasks that they expect to be able to do using the database. We will also identify functional requirements. This is the information that the system must contain to be able to carry out its functions. Information like the entities, entity attributes, and the data. Processes and activities like queries, sorts, calculations will be carried out using this information. The requirements will help to clarify the design of the database and the features to be implemented. Let's now look at an example. A travel agency wants to create a relational database to store details of bookings for hotels and Scottish holiday resorts. The database will allow travel agents to view details of hotels and make bookings for customers. 4 separate entities are required. Hotel, these are used to store the details of the hotel in each resort. The resort itself, used to store the details of the Scottish holiday resorts. Customer, used to store the details of the customers who make holiday bookings. And a booking entity, used to store the details of our hotel bookings. We'll now look at a few comments made by staff. Starting at the top left hand corner, I have to prepare invoices for customers that show the full details of their booking. Details should include the hotel and resort name, date, price per person, number of nights, number and party, total cost, customer name and full address, as well as the total cost of the booking. Customers are interested to know how many 4-star hotels are in resorts that have a train station. I need to know what hotels are available for a given date, for example, start of a season, or within a certain price range. Customers often want to visit a particular resort and ask me to check the availability of hotels with facilities, for example, a pool, or with different meal plans. Moving to the bottom left hand corner, I need to provide customers with details of hotels in different types of resorts, e.g. coastal or country. Customers want to see hotel details together with the resort information listed from the cheapest to the dearest or most expensive. Customers expect me to give them information about hotels that have a specific star rating. They want me to calculate the total cost of a stay in those hotels for a specified number of nights and for a certain number of people in the party. Our task at this stage will be to extract the key information from the scenario and the detail provided by the staff. When we do this, we will extract our end user requirements. What do the staff need the database to do? So therefore, travel agency staff should be able to perform a range of queries or searches to display the full details of any booking, the availability of hotels in a particular resort with specified facilities, so maybe a meal plan or a swimming pool, details of hotels in a particular type of resort, the details of hotels available for a specified star rating, perhaps resorts that have train stations. Staff should also be able to sort search results in order of ascending order of price and should be able to calculate the total cost of any holiday booking, the number of hotels within a certain price range or available on a certain start date, remember, the end user requirements are the requirements that the staff must be able to carry out using the database. From those end user requirements, we are able to build functional requirements. What do we have to implement within the database in order for staff to be able to carry out those tasks? In this case, the database will have 4 entities: hotel, resort, booking and customer. Each table or entity requires a suitable primary key field with foreign keys linking the 4 entities or 4 tables. In addition to that primary key and necessary foreign keys, the following fields or entity attributes are required. Within the hotel entity, hotel name, start of season, date, check-in time, price per night, meal plan, whether it has a swimming pool or not, and its star rating. Within the resort, we need the resort name, resort type, and whether it has a train station. Within our customer entity, first name, surname, address, town, postcode of each customer, and within our booking entity, a start date, number in the party, and the number of nights for the booking. As well as identifying our entities and entity attributes and associated information, we need to take into account the operations that will be put in place to allow our end user requirements to come to fruition. These will be our queries, and as such we would need a query to show the full details of any booking made, a query to show the availability of any hotel in a particular resort with a meal plan or perhaps a swimming pool, a query to show the details of all hotels in a particular type of resort. We would need a query to show the details of all hotels available with a specific star rating. We would also have to design and implement a query to show the resorts that have train stations. We would also have to carry out some sorts. A sort on the cost of any booking in ascending order, and a sort on the date of any booking in ascending order. Finally, there will ultimately be some calculations that have to take place. So we'll calculate, and we'll have a calculation to work out the total cost of any holiday booking. We'll have a calculation to find out the number of hotels within a certain price range, and a calculation to find the number of hotels available on a certain start date. These calculations would normally be built into our queries. These are our functional requirements. These are the things that our programmer must put in place within our database so that our end users will be able to implement their end user requirements.